Good morning, people, and welcome to the 6 a.m. Club, man. And as you can see today, I got a very, very special guest with me. You know what I mean? Family. And this is a long overdue.
Literally.
Long overdue connection. Yeah, long overdue conversation. I feel like, obviously, that we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's long overdue. So obviously today's conversation, the main ethos of the conversation today will be perseverance, and we'll get into why and etc, etc. But we're just gonna have a conversation anyway, man. So obviously, to the people who don't know, would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, to the people that don't know, too many
There's
know.
not many. There's not going to be many that don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Harvey. People know me obviously from So Solid Crew, TV work and various other things. So I've been in the game a long time, man. I've been in your screens a while and been in this industry a while. So honoured, man. Blessings to God. Still here.
Blessings be to God. Yeah. Man. Which is and it's funny because you say you've been on the screens for a while, because we literally just kind of touched on it, and the fact that I'm in my late 30s now, and I remember being a young teenager, or just even maybe a little bit before that. In my school, I went Ernest Bevin.
Yeah.
So that's a real southwest.
You went to the bad breed school.
Yeah. Wait, boy, I can't even deny it.
You know, my mum will let me go there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, straight. You're not going to school with your friends.
Not going Bevin.
You're not going to school with your friends.
Boy, I had to go there, man. They wouldn't let me in Graveney. I was naughty. And Chestnut Grove was just just for delinquents, man. We weren't going to.
There you go.
I was dead. Yeah,
just mad though. She sent me Pimlico.
Okay.
Which was a Brixton school.
Probably worse. Yeah.
Anyway, so it was worse. And then I got expelled anyway and ended up back at Battersea County. Yeah, so she might as well just left me here anyway.
That's mad. Was it called Battersea County?
Yeah, bro, it's called Battersea County then.
That is crazy.
And then you got to feature yourself that it's called Battersea County, and then kind of like I was on the border of it turning into Battersea Technology College. So it actually switched when I was there.
Okay.
But I can't remember what year I got expelled from Pimlico in. But like same kind of thing, no school would accept me, and you know what I'm like, bro. High energy.
Yeah,
I was crazy.
They can't deal with you like
they can't deal with me.
100%.
I was all over the shop.
100%.
You know what I mean? Played football, done kung fu. I used to think I was Bruce Lee and John Barnes. I done Sam Tudang, bro, with Everton.
With Everton, come on, man.
Come on, man. Come on.
That's a real Battersea thing, you know. Anyone, if you know you're from Battersea, you know Sam Tudang.
Everyone knows Everton.
Everyone knows Everton, Bigfoot Everton.
The thing is, because he owned Forbes Framery, innit? The framing shop
by Doddy.
Yeah. And listen, if you walk into that framery shop and you think you're going to cause smoke in there, good luck.
Yeah, of course, it's mad.
You'll find a 6'5" dread.
You know, literally. With big hands and big feet.
But what a gentleman, though, right?
Yeah, the nicest guy.
What a gentleman.
Nicest guy.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's funny because he taught me from a kid. I done Sam Tudang with Everton. I done Sam Tudang with all of them, to be fair. But Everton was one of the coaches, and even as a kid, as big as he was and as scary as he was, if he was telling you off, he'll tell you something.
That's right.
But if he wasn't telling you off, you know this guy. I was safe with this guy.
He was full of love, man.
I mean, I remember when I was about 15 or 16.
Yeah.
I had a fight and I knocked out this guy. I don't even want to talk about it. Do you know why? Because me and the guy's cool now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These things happen.
Yeah,
though.
it happens.
These
It's
things
life.
happen. Yeah.
And what happened is we was at Triangle.
Yeah.
You know Triangle in Balham.
Of course.
So Everton was working there.
Yeah.
So like, what's happened is now the guys basically about 10 minutes later, the guy's kind of come back and he's kind of realised what's going on. And he's coming there with a knife, but it was like a butter knife or something. Yep. And the thing is, I saw him approaching, but Everton saw him as well.
Yeah.
So Everton said, "Oi!" and called him. And the guy didn't listen. He carried on running. And the kick what Everton gave, man, the knife flew out his hand. Bro. And he didn't even go for the knife. He just abandoned the whole mission.
Yes.
Because Everton kicked him.
If he gives you a roundhouse, it's a problem for you. You got to think to yourself that, obviously, you lot are the younger generation, but obviously when Ray was our football manager, so you got to think like Ray, Andrew Beardall.
Yeah.
So when we used to be in in Kingsley's minibus going to football, you got to understand it'd be like Ray, Kingsley, Everton.
Yeah.
Do you know how serious man's in that?
Crazy. Yeah.
But I just the way them guys could just navigate the youth and just handle
100%,
situations.
100%.
You don't realise them guys was actually keeping you safe and keeping you away from
100%.
a lot of shit, because you know what I mean? When you're in your youth club, you're travelling to so many different areas. Remember, you go like bowling with the youth club, but you're bucking youth clubs from other Peckham, Brixton.
Other places,
Certain of the young boys might have issues with that area. But the way Ray and Everton could just navigate with these people and the respect that they had, it was unbelievable, bro.
Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny for me? Because, and the thing is, we both, because of your mum, you would have grown up as a youth club kid, just like I grew up as a youth club kid, because my aunts, my uncles,
Auntie
whoever,
Maxine,
Auntie Jenny
come
as well.
on, man.
So I grew up as a youth club kid. One thing I always say to people that annoys me that when they took away youth clubs is we learned how to behave. You learnt manners. You learnt to, because if you bump into a next man with or next kids from a next borough and they're with a youth worker, that guy can chat to you just like Ray and them. Right. Can chat. So you learn, do you know what? This adult is an adult.
That's right.
Today's day and age, that don't exist no more.
That's how I built relationships with, prime example, with guys from Brixton was through football. Because, so like, say like, you know, back in the day, some of my lot would have issues, Brixton, Clapham Junction, all that political stuff back in the day. Brixton man used to walk into raves, but I'm bridges with them because obviously I played ball. So I knew them. So even people like Quincy's Quincy used to box round Key's house.
Okay, yeah.
But he's a Brixton man. So that's why people understand when kind of like people like that people would class at that time as the ops or whatever they'd say it. They were my friends because we got that balance where we can just kind of like, you've got that skill too.
Yeah.
You can just converse with people, even if your brethren's got an issue with that one, unless he's done something really bad to your brethren, it's a different story. But I don't know, we could just find a way to converse, get on with people and understand the situation. Do you understand what it is? Because when you're young, you're very, everything's dictated by emotion. And we were just talking about this off camera, by emotion. You don't want to let the side down. You want to represent your friends properly. You don't want to go home and you've sold out and you didn't back the man them. These are all the pressures that we deal with as young black men. And if we don't honour any of them things, it makes you feel less a man or your clique won't respect you. But when you look at it, it's all bravado and a load of bullshit, really.
No, 100%.
When you get older, you're only going to look after people, really, that you genuinely love and care about. Do you understand? I'm not going to go out there and defend a man that I'm not reciprocating the same love that he's given me. Like, funny enough, we're the same. That most of our friends that are our friends today are friends that we've grown with since
little kids.
Like, for example, like you and Diffs, or like you see me and Adrian, younger CB, Luke. It's all the same friends.
All the same,
And we was talking about it, that Battersea we have quality control around Battersea. So, like I said, if something's going on in the area, that we will know someone's cousin, we will know someone's uncle, we will know someone's dad. I always say we got quality of control. I think we're kind of like one of the last areas
100%.
that actually has a community
100%,
still.
100%.
Do you understand?
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
And
the other areas to me, they're weird. The way they move. They're weird.
And even in Battersea, it's like, it's slowly filtering out. And it's sad. Because they're removing the community, the community bases of Battersea. Like, there's no football pen in Battersea.
That's right.
Football pen was a place you go, you link man, you link people. Rah, that's
right.
You learn to know them.
That's
now,
right.
These little
skills.
kids, people skills. They're blocking out and knocking down with the football pen.
Do you know how we would sort out beef back in the day? Play man at football, so we go, man would go like, I'm coming to your pen. You know what I mean? And that's like an away game, isn't it?
Of course.
So like, so if I'm like Patmore and you're going to play man on with Stanley or Doddy, that's how you sort out beef, isn't it? And I remember like everyone used to laugh because I used to have like, you know, I was a kung fu guy when I was young, right? And I won the junior Pee Wee championships in my regional area. And I used to have like a Kung Fu trophy. But when we used to play football matches, I used to use that as like the Champions League trophy. So I'd be like, bro, whoever wins gets the trophy. I slide in the back and I'm like, bro, I don't want to give away my trophy.
Yeah, of course.
And I think one time we lost on when I lived on Fesley House, Patmore way. And we lost the cup. And I had to give it to one of the man them to hold the cup. But I made sure a week later we played them again and got it back to win it back.
Of course.
But that's how we kind of sorted out, like, you know, beefs, conflicts. Yeah, it was normal, but like we'd fight. You know, I was young, I was a fighter. You know, I wasn't a gang boy, I wasn't a weapons man. People know me, I'm a fighter. I love a scrap in it. You know what I mean? You know me, I was mad, didn't it?
Hyper.
I was mad, I was hyper.
Always,
But, you know, like I said, me and you grown up, and people don't know this, which is interesting for people to know. We grown up in the same home. My mum, your auntie, best friends.
Literally.
I remember holding this guy in my arms when he was born.
You
know what I'm saying?
Course,
so people don't realise, if you look at like people like, you know, yourselves, I'm not even going to expose Differ's government name, but my mum used to call him by his government name.
Trust
you know what I mean? I remember
Jenny,
seeing
man.
like you lot in the house, in my mum's house, obviously my brother Joel, Reeps.
Reeps.
It's family, man. It's
course.
family. I mean, Arse Reeps, I always used to moan at him. Like, I used to see him like, you know, navigating through the ends. Bruv, keep out of trouble, man. All right, uncle. But do you know what I like about Reeps? No matter what he was up to, whatever he was doing,
he always listens.
He'd always listen. And you was the same.
Like.
Even if at that time, you might be thinking, I was one of the oldest, man. You just moaning, bruv. Shut up, man. You don't know what I'm going through. You might think that in your head because you're young then, innit? You don't want to hear no one. But you lot always had respect.
100%.
And I remember, this is one of the funniest things about Reeps, and it makes me laugh to this day, and he would laugh when he sees this. One time my brother wasn't behaving right. Beats. Joel, innit, yeah? And I was driving through the ends looking for him because I lived in country then, innit?
Yeah.
And I was vexed. I heard that, you lot had your start of your little gang around then.
Yeah.
And I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
I didn't want my brother in no gang. Yeah. And especially you two are my family.
Yeah,
so when I heard that your name was popping around the area as a young man, I was like, my little cousin. He's doing all of this. Because to me, I still look at you like the little
kids.
baby.
Yeah,
but everyone grows up, innit?
100%.
And I'm driving through the ends, yeah? And I know that Reeps and my brother roll hard, yeah? So I've gone up to him, I've seen Reeps at like a bus stop, yeah? And an X5 at that time, so I've pulled over like, Lamar, where's Joel? Where's Joel? Bruv, Reeps is like this. Reeps is like that. Ain't seen him, uncle. Ain't seen him. I'm like, this kid's lying for his team. But the loyalty, going back to my point, the loyalty and having his brethren's back.
No, 100%.
I loved it. I loved it.
And you know what else?
Do
you know what else is crazy that people don't understand is all about that is that connection. Like Beats, Joel.
Yeah.
I don't know Beats from out on the road.
That's right.
How can I not back that guy till I die? I know it's like my brother.
Come on, literally.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I called him on the way here and he was like, oh yeah, that's bro, man. Like that's because there's certain of you like that are part of the foundation. And like
100%.
I said this year, it's a different focus. I'm presenting Radio 1 Extra now. My mind, there's a different mindset.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
I just said that I've given enough to people in terms of podcasts. Like I've done the James Englishes, I've done all them type of things. I said I'm going to pull back a bit, just focus on myself. But when you call, it's a different call.
I appreciate that.
It's not a call. I said to my wife, this ain't a call of, I'm not a podcast. This is my family.
And I appreciate that.
Like, it's my family, bruv. I have to go and reason with my family because who else do you trust more than anyone than your own family?
100%.
You know everything about me. We can't stunt on each other, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Way before money and fame.
Getting licks.
When we was both getting licks together, we you know what I mean? We was at your nan's, at Mrs. Stevens. God bless Mrs. Stevens, We was in that house sleeping in one room.
100%.
A picture come up on Instagram the other day. Remember it was that picture going, remember when you was with your cousins and your brothers, you'd all sleep in one room?
Yeah, of course.
And the fun.
In the front,
the fun. Like, it'd be so exciting. That was us.
That was us.
That was me, Darren, Byron, you, Lindsay. That was our circle.
Amari and them were too young for it.
They were too young.
Yeah,
so
I was there,
when people say you, like, it makes me laugh. When I used to hear, like I said, when you was young and you lot was going through your mad phases, it was weird for me because I was like, this is my family. I remember the first time when you was on, Her Majesty's service then, and you called me and I was in Ibiza, do you remember?
Yeah.
And I was so happy to hear your voice. Yeah. Because with you was always different. And I'm always going to say this. And I'm always going to be very strict with you, Reeps, and Beats.
Yeah.
You lot are so solid trained, bruv. Like, you've seen it. You've seen it firsthand. You've seen the journey, the fight, how kind of like, especially the Battersea originals, like me, Mega, Romeo, G.
Proper.
We're the Battersea originals. PDS, Dan the Man. That's Battersea, bro. You know what I mean? So you lot have seen it. I always say when people go like, your boys are doing well, they go like, I like what you're doing with the 6 a.m. club and, Clue doing his thing and, Reeps bringing out good music. I'm like, I think you need to understand the stock they come from.
100%.
Do you understand?
100%.
Like, they're not, these are intelligent, articulate youths. They're not stupid. Yes, they have dabbled in the streets. You don't understand the environments. It's very challenging growing up in South London. It's very challenging. You have to stand up and be counted or you're going to get folded.
100%.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And that's just the way that it goes. But we was always a community. And that's why if you watch a So Solid show, like even tomorrow or last year, you'd see you lot on the road with us. Because Clue would just ring my phone on a Saturday. Like, he rang my phone 2 weeks ago. What are you doing, bro? I'm on the way to a gig. You know what? I'll come and link you.
I'm forwarding.
Because it's just a family.
Yeah. I always say, do you know
it's
what?
Just a family.
When I came out of jail, before I experienced, because blessings be to God, I've had the chance to experience bare things.
Yeah.
Like, as in my own journey. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
And music, do you know what I'm saying? And toured the
You're
world.
a mentally tough boy, you are, you know?
No, blessings.
There's only one you, bro.
No, I love
that. Yeah, very tough guy, mentally.
But one of the best, one of the moments of the best moments of my life ever, like of my life, was when we went to Culture Clash.
Bro.
Was you
Come on.
Yeah, well, yeah, cool, yeah. You was backstage. But I'm saying when we went to coaching.
I know.
You know, for me,
I know.
that is like one of the best moments of my life.
Oh, bro.
It was so fun.
Having you lot in the dressing room.
And this was the thing. That was the first time for me when I came out of jail.
That's right.
That I had been around you lot.
That's right.
As an older person, but as a grown up, should I say?
That's right.
Because as a kid, I see man them and all of that. But I'm saying as a grown up, and we're on stage and
the O2 Arena.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
That was epicness to me. And even on that day, because I remember when I came there.
Don't you remember all the night trainers was lined up with our names in it? And he was like, "Cause this is our interview, man." Do you remember?
Proper.
Yeah. I mean, he was yamming the food in the dressing room. Yeah.
Because I remember even when I came there, they said to me, "You can't come in." And even then, because this is one thing I always say to people as well about Mega. See, Mega, he never leaves anybody.
Never.
Like as in, if 50 man and 48 man get in and there's 2 man outside, them 2 man have to come in.
No social
or there's nothing going on.
No way.
Them 2 man, we're fighting until them 2 man come in. They have to come. I don't care what they done, whatever, we're all going then.
There you go.
So that's one thing, because enough man ain't got that emphasis, that energy.
That's right.
Like, that's what I'm on. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And learning that, bro. When I was in school, I remember being in school, and you know where it was. You know Micah, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Micah was in my year. Micah's in my year.
Yeah.
So Micah was like, I remember Micah used to go Junction, and then he'll come school like the golden boy, because he knows everyone.
That's right. That's right. Micah did.
So he used to come school like, yeah, man, so solid. And I used to think, blood, you don't even know, blood. Harvey's my cousin. You're a joker. You ain't got nothing on, man.
Literally.
Do you know what I'm saying? But I remember being in school, in class, rapping, like man saying, I'm this one. I'm that one. I'm this one. And what one thing that people always I feel like they fail to mention when it comes to you lot, is that you had your success. You had your successes. But you know the main thing about you lot planted a seed in young black youths' heads in man's borough. I don't care about, and I know this exists in every other borough, but you lot planted a seed in Wandsworth borough.
That's right.
That there's people, we can do something from here. We can do something. Every little kid, I know anyone who from Southwest, I don't know about Southeast, but I'm saying anyone who from Southwest,
bro,
wanted to be in So Solid, bro.
100%.
Every man used to lie. I know there's bare man that was like, yeah, I'm in So Solid. They weren't in So Solid.
100%.
They're begging it. Do you understand? And now it's like, now everyone's doing something.
That's right.
But people forget where that initial seed came from. It came from the man then, bro.
It makes me laugh. Imagine me sitting like, so I'm going to give you an insight of a So Solid member sitting at home,